Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be predicting the light heavyweight bout between Anthony Smith versus Devin Clark. So, yeah, looking at it, Smith versus Devin Clark. So, I think the odds are much closer now because of Smith's last two performances. But when you gotta look at it, Glover Teixeira, who just beat Anthony Smith, and not beat Anthony Smith, who just beat Thiago Santos, probably even easier than he beat Anthony Smith. That's first, I think Anthony Smith was clearly leading in the first two rounds. Whereas I don't think Thiago Santos really got around. People say, oh, he did so much damage in the first round, and then he was controlled very easily through the rest of that round. So I wouldn't give him I would give him Santos 0 rounds. Yes, he hurt him, so that's a lot. It was potentially close to a finish, but he never had Glover Teixeira actually did the rights in this fight. So, and then he was easily dominated from like the first round, second round, third round. Even though there's little moments where he rocked him. Outside of those little moments where he rocked him, he was getting dominated thoroughly the whole fight. So Smith did a better job, much better job than Santos did. But you're not giving Santos as much flack if you're giving Smith for losing to Glover Teixeira. The getting teeth part knocked out and just going to fetal part position doesn't help, but he still did a better job than Smith, in my opinion. A much better job than Santos. Not Smith, because he is Smith, but he did a much better job than Santos. But also Santos beat him, but whatever the case is. Recently, he did a better job than Santos did against Glover. You look at Alexander Rakic, who I think is one of the, probably, if not the best prospect in our contender, our future contender, our current contender in this light heavyweight division. He's number 2, if not number 1. So you can say all you want to say about that, but he lost to two solid dudes. Glover Teixeira is like right there for a title shot, and Rakic's not too far behind. And like I said, in my opinion, if not the best prospect in the light heavyweight division, number 2. Definitely the most well-rounded and definitely puts it together the best and definitely has the least glaring flaws out of all these current new generation of light heavyweights. So, and also the only one that's undefeated still out of all of them. So yeah, Alexander Rakic, don't sleep on that man. And that's not that bad of a loss. The way that he just kind of quit, I know he would get stopped, but the way he just kind of quit is maybe even worse than like put on a performance like an actual fight and then getting stopped instead of just kind of just shutting down the whole fight. But either way, the people he lost are not the bad people to lose. Then you go on to Devin Clark. You can say all those last two performances might mean he don't want to be here no more, but Clark is nowhere near the caliber of those fighters that he lost to. And when you're looking at Clark, he still has the same flaws. He might have beat Alonzo Menifield, but who is Alonzo Menifield we've seen in his last couple fights? Like, Menifield's a solid fighter, but he's definitely kind of fighter on the green side. Doesn't have any type of background in wrestling or striking. He was a orphan turned football player for high school football player. I don't think he even played football in college, so turned high school football player. And then, I don't know, maybe a bit of college football in there, but no MMA background, no boxing, no wrestling, no jiu-jitsu. And then kind of came to MMA like later on in life. So it shows like he's not the most fluid striker, but he has power. He has athleticism. He has a good hits from from football, but not no real proof of any real MMA background or MMA technique. So of course you can kind of beat that guy, and it still was a tough fight for him. Now you're going to get some Anthony Smith. Like I said, Devin Clark still has the same flaws. Still questionable gas tank, still stiff in the striking. He has that wrestling, but like I say, I don't think he can push that for 3 rounds. He can't take you down, allow you to get back up. Like fighters get back to feet and keep taking you down. Like, I think he has a limited amount of takedowns. He has a limited gas tank. So I think Smith can use that reach, use that striking, use the jiu-jitsu, use his own wrestling defense, get back to his feet, and really just keep getting back up, making what's his name? Yeah, making Clark work. Then start picking the pace up. Maybe a tough first round, but after that first round, Clark can be a little bit more weather, be there to be hit. Start to walk him down, pressure him, crack him, smash those elbows into his head, and throw those teeps to his chest and to his sternum. And then start to pick him apart in that third round and put him away in that third round. So in this fight, I have Anthony Smith via third round TKO.